Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Break, where in 15 minutes or less, or the time it takes for your coffee break, cheers by the way, I will make a card or project. And this is our card for today. And my name is Sandy McManus, and you may find me at needsaribbon.com. This card uses products. Here, let's get a close-up of that. A little bit of gold foil, a little bit of linen thread, a fairly textured card as you can see by the embossing folder, and you may find all these products on page, well, not all of them, but it uses the Forever Greenery product suite on the 2020 to 2021 annual catalog, and the products are on 108 to 111. Pardon me. 108 to 111. And in this suite, it is a suite, so that means there's at least 6 pieces that coordinate with it. We have the Forever Fern bundle, which is a stamp set and die. We have an embossing folder. We have Forever Gold laser cut specialty elements. I haven't used them actually at this point of filming. Gold hoops, the Forever Greenery DSP, which has almost every shade of green that we offer, and the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. Let's get started. So what I will be using is this die, or this folder, which comes, that is in the Forever Greenery bundle. It's a 2-piece folder. This is one of them. I will be using the Forever Fern stamp set. I am not using the coordinating Forever Flourishing dies, as I have in a previous video. Please check that one out. But I thought I'd actually show and bring the big shot today and show you how to make, and I will be using this punch. And the recipe will be at the end, so stay tuned for that. I wanted to show you how to make these little gold hoops. When I actually made this for a swap, and that was what, I'm not going to say it's ingenious. It certainly isn't anything new, but the gold hoops that come in this product suite only have 10 in, and I needed at least 20. So I'm like, okay, how can I replicate the look of the gold hoop? Because I really wanted to include that envelope, or that accent. So today we are actually getting out my die machine, and Stampin' Up has their new one. As of the filming of this, I do not have it yet. I will be getting it soon. So in the meantime, I thought I'd show you how to make this. And my camera is like way too far away for this. Pardon me. So for this, I'm going to use a piece of our gold foil, and you just layer your two from the Layering Circles framelits dies, or they're just called dies now. You just layer those together with a piece of, and attach them with a piece of washi that will scrub or wash off. This is all I did. I'll put that on there and run it through. This on camera it's hard to get a good visual. It makes noise and it rocks the table. So you get actually 2 things out of this, and if you were really careful planner, you get your gold hoop, you get an extra gold piece to use some other time, and if you were really careful, you could probably, that's a little bit of the washi that rubbed off, that would probably just rub right off. You could always make a frame out of that, you know, if you're really careful with your placement, and waste no paper at all. But for the purpose of this video, we don't care. We are we're going to put this aside somewhere, and that. So to get started, I've showed you that, and again the recipe will be at the end. So we need to stamp our greeting, and I am using the Hello Greeting from this stamp set in Garden Green. And we are going to stamp it 3 times without inking in between. So another way to say it is you don't stamp, or you stamp off. So we're going to stamp, stamp. They don't have to be perfectly lined up. And stamp. And that's how you get that ombre look. Again, great technique for a lot of things. And now I will use this label, Punch. I don't remember the exact name. And punch that out. Set our punch aside. And I have pre-done some of my elements, as I do with a lot of my videos. By the way, I hope you're enjoying your cup of coffee. Cheers. I have pre-scored my paper. But I like a firm fold because I feel that it's just more polished looking. So I recommend burnishing, even if you've pre-scored, burnish with a bone folder to get that firm score. Here is this element, and we have kind of a mess on the table. That one is garbage. We don't need these, but gosh, I have so many of these cut out now. I need to do a swap with these next, or some other project. Also, this was my prototype card, and in the end I ended up cutting it down just a bit. But the recipe will be at the end. And so we just kind of, we'll go this way. See, that's one reason I like that glue. And so for the DSP, where's my piece of DSP? It's right here. So I'm going to just take, again, make sure you're paying attention to your directionality of the paper. And you want to just take and cut the ends at a diagonal. That's really easy to do if you have big scissors. See? And next, we're going to attach our vellum with glue dots, but we're going to only attach it where the designer series paper might lie. We're going to try and hide those glue dots. So I recommend 3, just somewhere in the middle of your paper. We'll just come in there and next we are going to attach our I gotta actually look at this. Okay. No, I did do that with glue. I just wanted to make sure. So sorry. Whoops. We'll attach our Bomb Diggity DSP, which is very pretty. And the colors in the card are garden green, pear pizzazz, vellum, and white and gold. So next, we have this little piece, which I recommend glue dots. You could do a little bit of the glue, the green glue, but here's the problem with that. Is I don't know how well it's going to stick to the vellum. It might take a little bit for it to set. So just make sure you're getting those and then just tucking them in underneath your gold foil. I'm going to do 4. 3 would do it. 2 means it could flop around and get bent. We'll add that in. And because that piece has a little bit of washi marking, we're going to put that somewhere over where it might get hidden. We'll lay that down. And we've stamped and punched out that. So the next thing is we need to attach this with dimensionals, but I used linen thread and I pulled it apart actually into partial pieces. So we're going to flip our label over and we're going to add some dimensionals and we're going to tousle our ribbon. It just gives it a little bit of texture. And this is how I do it. I make sure my dimensionals are ready to go and I kind of wrap it around however many fingers width that I need it long. And I eventually ended up pulling it apart a little bit. I like to hide my ends. I think they look unpolished floating around. So we'll just kind of mess it up. Nothing perfect about it. And we're going to go ahead and attach our label. I want that squared to the base of the card, instead of everything being cattywampus. And there you have your beautiful card. And see the difference? I actually like the smaller element. Again, this was my prototype. I went with the smaller element. I just think it looks more balanced, and I like this green kind of frame that it makes. These measurements will be in the recipe at the end, but you certainly can increase them. It's the same width. Increase them if you like that look. So anyway, thank you for joining me for your coffee break today. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Stay tuned for the card recipe.